Have you ever noticed something strange? We apologize for being late, we apologize for making mistakes, but somehow, many of us even apologize for being tired. What if I told you, you don't have to earn your rest? Hi, dear friend. I'm so glad you found this space again. A gentle little corner where you don't have to impress anyone. You don't have to hurry. You don't have to explain why you're tired. For the next few minutes, this is your quiet place. Let your shoulders drop a little. Take a slow breath in and let it go without trying to make it perfect. Maybe you're listening while lying in bed. Maybe you're washing dishes. Maybe you're sitting by a window with a cup of tea. However you arrived here, I'm really glad you're here. Today, I want to tell you something that many people need to hear. You are allowed to rest, not after you've finished everything, not after you've earned it, simply because you're human. And whenever you're ready, let's begin. Can I ask you something? When was the last time you rested without feeling guilty? Not scrolling because you were exhausted, not collapsing because your body had no choice. I mean real rest, the kind where your mind whispers, "It's okay. You can be here for a while." Somewhere along the way, many of us learned that our worth is measured by how busy we look. If we're always doing something, we feel responsible. If we're resting, we feel lazy. Isn't that strange? A phone gets charged every day. Plants need water. The moon disappears before becoming full again. But somehow, we expect ourselves to shine every single day without dimming. Maybe we've been asking too much of ourselves. Imagine this. There's a small wooden cabin surrounded by trees. Outside, the evening wind gently moves the leaves. Inside, there's a warm lamp, a soft blanket, and the sound of quiet. No notifications, no deadlines, no one asking for anything, just peace. Now here's the surprising part. That cabin doesn't actually have to exist because your heart can become that place. Not all at once, but little by little. Every time you choose gentleness over pressure, you're building that cabin inside yourself. There's a sentence I wish someone had told me years ago. Rest is not the reward for being productive. Rest is what makes life possible. Think about breathing. You inhale, then you exhale. Life itself moves in rhythms. Nature never rushes. The ocean doesn't apologize for its tides. Trees don't bloom all year. Even winter has a purpose. So why do we expect ourselves to bloom every day? Maybe this season isn't asking you to run. Maybe it's asking you to recover. Here's something interesting. Have you noticed how children become sleepy without feeling ashamed? They simply yawn, rub their eyes, and fall asleep. Somewhere between childhood and adulthood, we stop listening to those gentle signals. We drink another coffee, open another tab, reply to one more message, promise ourselves we'll rest tomorrow. But tomorrow keeps moving. What if tonight became different? Not dramatic, not life-changing, just softer. I want to give you a tiny exercise. No journal needed, no checklist. Just notice. Look around you. Can you find 3 quiet things? Maybe the sound of a fan, maybe distant birds, maybe the way light falls across the wall. Sometimes peace isn't missing. Sometimes it's simply waiting for us to notice it. Here's another thought. You don't have to carry today's weight into tomorrow. Not every mistake deserves to become tomorrow's burden. Not every awkward conversation needs another replay. Not every unfinished task needs to live inside your chest tonight. Imagine placing each worry into a small paper boat, one by one, then watching them float down a calm river. You don't have to chase them. The river already knows where to go. If you've been feeling behind, can I gently challenge that thought? Behind compared to whom? Someone on social media? Someone your age? Someone else's timeline? Flowers don't compete. The sunrise doesn't hurry because another sunrise happened yesterday. Life isn't a race with one finish line. It's a collection of quiet mornings, warm conversations, unexpected laughter, and peaceful evenings like this one. You're not behind. You're simply living your own season. Maybe today you didn't finish everything. Maybe the house isn't perfectly clean. Maybe your plans changed. Maybe your energy disappeared before lunchtime. None of that makes you less worthy of kindness. If your best today looked smaller than yesterday, it was still your best, and that's enough. Sometimes surviving a difficult day is already an achievement. We just forget to celebrate invisible victories, like getting out of bed, like choosing kindness instead of anger, like continuing even when no one noticed. Those things matter, more than you think. Before we finish, I want you to imagine tomorrow morning. Not a perfect morning, just a gentle one. You wake up, you stretch, you open the window. Fresh air enters the room. For one small moment, before the world asks for your attention, you remember this conversation. And maybe, just maybe, instead of saying, "I have so much to do," you whisper, "I'll move gently today." That single sentence can change the feeling of an entire day. Not because life suddenly becomes easy, but because you're walking through it with softness instead of constant pressure. Dear friend, thank you for spending these quiet moments with me. I hope your shoulders feel a little lighter now. I hope your breathing feels a little slower. And I hope you remember this one simple truth. You're allowed to rest, not because you've earned it, but because you're wonderfully, beautifully human. And before you go, if any part of today's conversation quietly touched your heart, I'd love for you to subscribe, not to make a number bigger, but because somewhere out there's another tired soul looking for a peaceful corner like this. And together, maybe we can help them find it. Until we meet again, take this peace with you. Good night, dear friend.